Hi, welcome to the political and news, I guess, tarot readings that I do here on the channel. I am Ruby from Tarot with Ruby here on YouTube, and I'm excited to read the tarot for you guys. So we have a couple of interesting topics because a lot of interesting things happened. Um, in this over the last week. Also, Happy New Year. This is the first time that I'm going live in 2023 because the last week I did it a day early because of New Year's, and this week I'm going live a day late because I like my boyfriend didn't have to work yesterday, so I wasn't home alone to do the readings to go live. I'm gonna unpack my tarot decks. I think that I'm gonna be using my Centennial RWS as well as my Good Karma Tarot, so I'm pulling those out. But I hope you all had a wonderful new year. I hope you were with friends, family, people you love, and that you had a great time. And if you are somewhere where people regularly use fireworks for the New Year's, I hope you still have both your hands and all your or at least all the hands and fingers that you had at the end of 2022. So let's just keep it at that. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to talk about in this video, or in this stream, I guess, or video if you're watching it back. So let's take a look. We are right now at 1 minute and 40 seconds. And we're going to talk about Andrew Tate again because he was arrested, and it's super funny. Like, he isn't arrested because of the pizza boxes or because of Greta Thunberg, but the entire chain of events really funny, and he deserves to be arrested and to be kept in jail for at least 30 days, and we know that he deserves more if all the allegations are true, which that is not something that I'm going to comment about. I'm not going to comment on whether or not he did what he did, because I feel like that is a bit true crimey, and I don't necessarily want to do tarot on true crime. I actually have a video coming out. I think I'm gonna post it tomorrow, even though tomorrow, like Mondays, I usually don't post. But I feel like the topic that I'm talking about in this video is really important, and I need to have it up soon. So okay, I might even post it later today. I don't know. It's all done, and the thumbnail is done and stuff. But I do want to see, like, is he even gonna get consequences? Like, what are the consequences that Andrew Tate is gonna get? One card already flew out. Oh, also, I'm not alone here. I have my dog. Okay, I'm gonna put you back. You wanted to be on my lap. Okay, I'm sorry I disturbed you. You looked so cute. Okay, so Andrew Tate consequences. I have the Page of Swords, which is about curiosity. Interesting. So almost as if his, like, but also like blabbing and not knowing when to stop talking. So I definitely feel like his consequences are tied to the fact that he couldn't ever shut up about all the crimes he committed. Like, I remember that he was on the Fresh and Fit podcast, which is a horrible podcast to begin with, but he was on there, and he even said like some things that he couldn't say for legal reasons, but there was a lot of stuff that he already said, like basically crimes that he has done and that he committed, that he admitted to. It's wild. I think what is working against Andrew Tate the most is Andrew Tate himself, and the fact that he cannot shut up. And not only is everything that he said gonna work against him and already working against him, I think that there are people, like, he probably, if everything is right, if all the allegations are true, then he is working with some pretty dangerous people who don't want Andrew Tate to go blabbing his mouth, so they want him to be silenced. That just makes sense. So I definitely feel like Andrew Tate's biggest enemy, or the one who's actively working the most against Andrew Tate, is Tate himself. So that's funny. So, but what are like the consequences sort of gonna be? Let's see. I have the King of Cups. I almost feel like the King of Cups is Greta, because Greta has this image of being super kind. And the King of Cups, I do see him as someone who is really kind and empathetic, and someone who everybody really likes, and who everybody has bear who he has a lot of empathy for. I think I tickled my dog with my sweater, and then he scared me. Are you okay? Okay. Yeah, lost my train of thought there. But I think, I don't know, Greta didn't really play a super active role. I think it was just a fortunate chain of events where she played a part in it. Let's see if I can get one more card. I am not really seeing any specific consequences, but the consequences themselves definitely have to do with his own online behavior. Not only everything that he said, but also how he comes across and how he does, sort of how he is to other people. I have the Ace of Swords, and I have the the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is about pettiness, selfishness, and I definitely feel we have a lot of swords. So there are a lot of just facts, things that are true, things that can be proven, facts that are gonna take him down. I don't know with the Ace of Swords if there's something else that is gonna that we don't know yet that is gonna come to light, or things about his online presence that we have seen, but that is gonna play a crucial role within his case, I guess. But there is something here when it comes to pettiness and selfishness. So the pettiness could be maybe people online being extremely petty towards Andrew Tate, which honestly I think he deserves. It could also be Andrew Tate just being petty online for all of these years, and that is sort of going to work against him. It could also be other people who are close to him who sort of betrayed him. It's not really a card of betrayal, but I can see it as betrayal sometimes, more with the Seven of Swords, but I see it in this card as well. And I have heard in other, when other people talked about it, that there is a very big chance that someone that was close to Andrew Tate betrayed him. So that is really interesting. Yeah, but there might be something either behind the scenes or something that we don't know yet that is going to come to light here with the Ace of Swords during. I wonder how much of a case there's going to be after the 30 days are up. So we'll see. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the cards, and then we're going to. I love this sound. And then we're going to see 8 minutes and 10 seconds in, and we're going to talk about another asshole, Logan Paul. You would think that he wouldn't have a career after what happened in, I don't know, when did that happen? 2015, 2016, 2017 in Japan with the forest, where he filmed a person who had unalived himself. And he showed an unalive person on his vlog because, I don't know, vloggers were wild back then, and Logan Paul has no empathy or, I don't know, intelligence whatsoever. So everybody thought that was going to be the end of his career, and then it wasn't. And then he, over the last couple of years, he has gotten a better reputation, at least, than as his brother Jake Paul. Which isn't necessarily saying much, because, like, what are your standards? But overall, I feel like people have been feeling kinder towards Logan Paul than Jake Paul. But over the last few years, Logan Paul has also scammed his fans, and Logan Paul has also done like the NFT and the crypto scans and all that. With the crypto scans, what happens usually is that influencers hype up this certain like a Bitcoin, like a cryptocurrency. They hype it up so all of their fans, and they usually have a lot of fans. I know Tana Mojo did something similar, I'm pretty sure, and a lot of other crypto dudes and influencers did similar things. They would hype it up so all of their fans would purchase it, so it goes way up, the value goes way up, and then the influencer sells it all, so they get a lot of profit, not only because they invested in the cryptocurrency itself and they're earning a lot of money from that, but usually it's also a sponsorships kind of deal where they're also getting a lot of money from the cryptocurrency company itself. And then the losers, the victims, are all the fans that purchase into the cryptocurrency. So that is sort of what is alleged right now with Cryptozoo, only not really. The idea with Cryptozoo is that you purchase an NFT, which is an egg, and it's allegedly, Logan Paul called it a really, really fun game where you purchase an NFT, which I don't even know necessarily what an NFT is. I know it's like an expensive JPEG, basically, an expensive picture, an expensive image, digital. And anyway, and you had this egg on your phone or whatever on your phone, and then on launch day you could hatch it. And for some people the hatching didn't even work, for a lot of people it did, and then you hatched like a duck, and it was literally a stock photo from Adobe of a duck. So it wasn't even handmade art, which Logan did advertise it as, that you would get handmade really cool art. Which it wasn't. It was just Adobe stock photos. And that is basically what happened with Cryptozoo. And he got a video made about him. Oh, I will link it down below. I haven't written it down, but let me know in the comments or in chat that I need to link CoffeeZilla's video down below, which is all about this Logan Paul story. It's absolutely wild. So what I want to know is basically like, what the hell is going on in this controversy? Because Logan Paul also responded to it. It was a horrible response video, which he has now deleted and apologized even for his sort of apology video. That is how bad it was. But I want to know, like, what is exactly going on with Cryptozoo? Okay, I have the Queen of Swords, the Magician, and Strength. So what I've seen, there are a lot of criminals involved in this Cryptozoo project. With the Queen of Swords, we have honesty, speaking truth. With Magician, we have inspired action. With Strength card, we had like kindness. So I feel like his heart, I hate saying this because I don't like Logan Paul, but I almost feel like somewhat, his heart was in the right place and he really wanted this project to work, but somewhere along the line, something went wrong, or when truths came out, or I feel like he lacks people around him that tell him the truth. And somewhere his sort of enthusiasm seemed to have died down. That is almost what I'm getting here. But I do feel like initially it all was really exciting for him. And I feel like he just sort of went in it without the proper knowledge. And he hired literal criminals to do some of the stuff like for him, which is never good, which is never helpful. And that is where he went wrong, because he did lose money, I believe, when it comes to Cryptozoo, and I do not feel bad for him whatsoever. But I definitely feel like his heart was in the right place, at least at a certain time within here. We also have the Eight of Swords. Because of the people that he worked with, he felt like he sort of had nowhere to go. So I don't know if he just sort of stopped it then, because that is certainly how it looked. It certainly looks as if he was like, well, I'm sort of lost interest in this project, so I'm just gonna not talk about it anymore. We're just not really gonna do anything with it anymore. And I feel like part of that was that he actually lost interest, but I also think that it was because of the people that he worked with, which makes sense, right? And he felt like he had nowhere to go, or he had no right action plan. He had no really right way of doing things. And that is why he sort of felt stuck, that he was like, I don't know the right way out of this. because he knew that it's like with the Ace family, when they got scammed, their entire fan base who bought from them also got scammed. Oh, Bear, I gotta put you on the ground because my foot is sleeping. Okay, bye. Oh, my foot. Okay. One more card maybe. Like consequences. What is going to happen right now? So CoffeeZilla made this video. I'm gonna link it down below. You have to watch it after this stream. It's wild. And then Logan Paul responded to it in a really, really poor way. Then CoffeeZilla already made a response video, but hadn't uploaded it yet because he actually hopped on a call with Logan, who was not only talking shit about CoffeeZilla in his response video, but also in like a podcast episode on Impulsive. And yeah, now it's sort of waiting what the next thing is that is going to happen. So I sort of want to know what is going to happen next. Let's see. Oh, we have the 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. The 7 of Pentacles is having planted seeds and watching them grow. So, or waiting to have them grow, I guess. And then the 5 of Cups is about grief. I do see this as self-pity. This is definitely my card of self-pity. So, and we see this a lot when bigger influencers scam their followers, or something happens, they are in controversy, they will talk about how much it affected them, and they're gonna pull like the self-pity card and I was in a dark place card and all that sort of stuff. And I feel like he's gonna do that, and I think that is gonna appeal to his core audience. That's gonna be enough for his like core hardcore Logan Paul fan audience, because those are the ones who have invested so much time in this. But I also see this as in people who have literally invested money in this. They're losers too. There's I don't see any way for them to win, which sucks a lot. But that is also how I can see those cards coming true, which sucks. What else can we see for what is next with Logan Paul? Okay, I have the 10 of Swords, which is a low point, because you would think that showing an unalive person in your vlog, that would be the end of your career, that would be the lowest point in your career. And apparently you can sink lower, or it means that this low point in his career, when like the unaliving forest in Japan, that is going to be brought up again, and that is going to put it all in a new light, sort of, and that is going to, I want to sort of say, lead to another cancellation. But if there has to be a second cancellation, were you even canceled in the first place? No, because he still has a huge platform on which he can spew hate about people that talk about him. Oh, cards are dropping. It is the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. He needs to surround himself with people who not only like actually care about him. Logan Paul needs to surround himself with people that not only care, like that don't care about how Logan Paul sees them, but people who actually care about Logan Paul. I don't know why I feel like I have to cough. Ooh, okay. So, but also not only people who actually care about him he needs to surround himself with, but also he needs to surround himself with people who will just tell him the truth. With the King of Swords, he needs people around him who can tell him, like, he doesn't need yes men. He is his own yes man, and he needs people who are different, who can tell him the truth, who can tell him like it is. But also we have with the King of Swords, we have authority. So this could either be that actual authorities are going to be involved, because I know that bigger media also picked up this story. Like, not just like YouTuber commentary channels picked up this story, but actual big news outlets also picked up on this story, similar to when Tati Westbrook talked about James Charles and that entire saga. If you don't know what I'm talking about, good for you. Don't look into it. Don't look into it. And I feel like something similar is happening to Logan Paul, where because he made this response video to Coffeezilla, right? Coffeezilla definitely is not as big as a YouTuber as Logan Paul. And because Logan Paul made his video on Coffeezilla, he made it so big and he brought this scandal of his to his own audience, which isn't the smartest move. Like, I'm glad that he did it, but on his part, it wasn't the best move. I am curious to see how this develops over the next few weeks. Again, I'll link the video of Coffeezilla down below. Let me actually grab it right now so that I can update the description box. So it was the Coffeezilla Logan Paul. Let's see. Oh wow, it has 7.5 million views investigating Logan Paul's biggest scam. Yeah, it's a really good video. I'm gonna put it in the description box and then I'm gonna update it afterwards. Coffeezilla's video. Okay, next topic. We are at 21 minutes and 30 seconds, and we're gonna talk about Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House. After like 15 voting rounds, like, are you from the US? I am not really sure how all of this works. US politics is really weird to me. But it's like the speaker, like Kevin McCarthy is now like third in row to be president, right? So we have the president, and then you have the vice president, Kamala Harris, and then you have Kevin McCarthy. Like, if something, God forbid, were to happen to Biden and Kamala Harris, then Kevin McCarthy would be president, right? Which was also concerning that people wanted Donald Trump to be president, because basically anybody could be president, I think, or could be, Speaker of the House. They wanted Donald Trump to be Speaker of the House, like, because basically anybody could be Speaker of the House. You didn't have to be like in House of Representatives or whatever. But the scary thing would have been if Donald Trump became Speaker of the House and third in line to be president, then there are a lot of MAGA maniacs who would do something to Biden and Harris to make sure that Trump would be president again. So that's wild. Yeah. So what I want to know is, he is now Speaker of the House. Is he gonna do anything significant? Like, as his term of Speaker of the House, at least in 2023, what is gonna be significant about his role? Interesting. We have justice. And justice to me is about consequences, which, oh my God, could be so big. The first thing that shoots up in my mind is consequences for Trump. But I know that Kevin McCarthy is a Republican, but I don't know how Republican he is. Is he like super far right or super right-leaning Republican, or is he more of a softer, moderate Republican? I don't know. But there is something have to do with consequences. So I don't know if there is anything from his own past that is gonna be brought up and that he's gonna get consequences for. I have the Hierophant and I have the Three of Cups. So the Hierophant is a card of like leadership, spiritual leadership, people looking like peasants here looking up to this Hierophant. The Three of Cups is community. So it could definitely be like this is very much this so is Trump plus MAGA energy, where Trump is this spiritual leader that he sees his followers as like peasants that just follow him around everywhere. And then the Three of Cups is his community that he sort of serves, which very much makes me think of the Capitol riots. So it could definitely be that. So justice for that. But what does Kevin McCarthy have to do with that? I have the Two of Cups, a specific relationship or connection that Kevin has with someone else that is either sort of coming to light. I don't know if it's a very happy relationship. We have the Five of Wands, someone who he has a connection with, but it also is in conflict with. That is so interesting. It almost is like the own Republican Party is so divisive, and there's like infighting in the Republican Party because they can't seem to agree on many issues. And that is what I'm seeing here. It's like there is this one community, this one party, this one group of Republicans that that sort of are, like I said, infighting, and they can't really agree upon what is like on what they need to do. So nothing is really getting done. And I feel like that is where Kevin McCarthy is gonna try and play a role in some way. I think so. I think he's going to play a role in the divisiveness in the Republican Party. I don't know in what way, but that is super interesting to see. And I'm very curious to see how this one works out. If we're even going to see it, I think so. Because now Kevin McCarthy is like a big political figure, I guess, as Speaker of the House. I think that's interesting. So I'm gonna put my cards back as I always do after a reading. I think I'm gonna drink a sip of water. I won't let you listen to that. Okay, last topic that I have written down. If you have a request for a topic that is news or politics related, definitely let me know in chat. Because I have time. But right now we're going to talk about something that is really tragic. I am a teacher myself, and over the last week, there was a 6-year-old in the US that got a hold of a gun and that shot their teacher in a conflict. There's so much wrong with this. First of all, how the fuck does a 6-year-old get a hold of a gun? Of course, we just talked about the Republican Party, and we know that they love teaching their kids how to shoot guns. So there are probably many people, many families who have guns everywhere, very readily available for their kids to grab because they can't just use any normal measures of protection when it comes to guns. And that is probably how it ended up in the hands of this 6-year-old who then shot their teacher because a 6-year-old doesn't understand the concept of death and what a gun can do to a person. Like, they get that it hurts the other person, but I think that's about the extent that a 6-year-old can understand without previously having seen it, you know? So this is just sad and traumatic for everybody involved. And I don't even know what I sort of wanted to read on with this because it's just so sad. Let's just see sort of what happened. What happened that this 6-year-old got his hands, tower. It's so shocking. I don't even know if this is gonna actually help do something, because it wasn't enough when kids were the victims of gun crimes and whatever, of school shootings. That wasn't enough. Now kids actually have to be the shooters themselves because they aren't protected from guns. It's so wild. It's like just another devastation. I have the Two of Cups. I'm guessing those are the parents. The moon, some sort of a secret, something maybe being covered up. I don't know. It's a long time coming. 7 of Pentacles. It's almost like weird that it hasn't happened before. And the shitty thing is, with the 4 of Swords, it's gonna be put to rest, and people won't like they're gonna try to put this to rest so people won't talk about it anymore. I have the page of source again. It's popping up in a lot of readings today. But the page of source here to me feels like fighting a cause that you believe in, like fighting for a good cause. And I feel like that is what the opposition is gonna do. The opposition of like, I mean like Democrats, right? They're gonna keep fighting for gun laws, stricter gun laws, so that something like this doesn't happen again, because it was waiting to happen. It's a surprise that it hadn't happened before, and it's honestly, it's gonna put to rest. It's gonna be put to rest because that's what they want. They don't want, and with they, I mean like overall the Republican Party, not speaking for everybody, of course. But they want this to be put to rest so that they can keep their gun laws as it is. Yeah. It's annoying, it's sad, it's fucking tragic. All of the things. Like, I can't imagine any of the kids in my class to get a hold of guns. Like, yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Teachers in the US already have it so bad, and then you give a kid a gun, like a 6-year-old. It's insane. And I don't love using that word, by the way. Okay, I don't have any more topics. If you're here right now and there's another topic that you want me to talk about and want me to read on, it can be news or politics related, let me know in chat. I'm gonna take a sip of water. So let me know right now. If you don't have any topics, then you can click the link in the description box to join the Discord server that we have. We have a Discord server of like-minded tarot enthusiasts. It's super fun, and you are welcome. We love to talk about tarot there. We talk about other topics as well, but mostly tarot. So that is super fun, and definitely check it out by clicking the link in the description box. I'll update it. I don't know how up to date the link is right now. So I'll update it afterwards as well. Let me already grab the link so that I have it. Copy and join the Discord server. It might be the same link. It's not. Okay, I'm gonna save the description. If you reload the screen, then you'll see both the link to CoffeeZilla's video as well as the new link to the Discord server, so you can join the Discord server. But for now, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your time here. I always really enjoy doing these readings every week. I hope to be back to my normal schedule on every Wednesday. Sorry, what did I say? Every Saturday. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday. With tomorrow is going to be a bonus episode or bonus video, and then I stream live political tarot readings every Saturday. So again, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!